was a special moment in my career and in my life to play that role and to have played it at that sort of degree. And then at the finale, when we all joined up on stage, you know, Michael came on and we all did the final 4 Valjean ensemble. You know, that was, again, that took it somewhere else. It was really.
Let me tell you a story you probably don't know. During there were 2 shows, 2 performances, a matinee and an evening of this concert, and in the first half, the screens had gone down, and I was with Cameron McIntosh, and when things go wrong, he's not the calmest of people. And he was running around going, "This is unbelievable!" You know, absolutely. Why did I agree to do this? This was the maddest thing. Just before it came to Alfie singing Bring Him Home for the first time, and I'm sitting there trying to calm him down, and then Alf started singing. I said, "Shut up, listen." And he stopped, and we listened, and it was extraordinary. An extraordinary moment for the audience, for Cameron, who had created this thing. And he went, I said, "Do you see? That's why you did this, for that." And it was absolutely magical. Absolutely magical. From then on, it was flawless. And I've heard that song done a lot. I was there when Colm Wilkinson sang it originally, when he was first taught it. And the only other person, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. The only other person who has moved me as much singing it is Alfie. I thought it was extraordinary. I've never seen the show. Until I had never seen the show. And I finally went to go and see it when Alfie was playing it at the Queen's Theatre, and was totally blown away by it. I realised why people love it so much, and why they love him so much. He was brilliant.
Do you get emotional when you sing a song like that?
Well, I did when they gave the role of Valjean to Hugh Jackman in the movie. I've got to say that was a bit annoying, but no, that was great. I do get emotional every time I sing that song. I mean, I was singing it just then before, and when you listen to the words "Bring Him Home," it said everything for me today. You know, I'm home. It's brought me home, and that song. You know, if I hadn't started singing that song, I had not done it in the 25th and on Broadway and in the West End, then it wouldn't have really got me here today. You know, and I wouldn't have got a blue plaque on the wall. So the songs like that make a huge difference in my life and career.
And an amazing musical that you've both been involved in. I mean, what is it about that musical?
I think it's the quintessential people's musical. I was in the original cast. We did this at the RSC. There were a lot of ill feeling that a subsidised theatre was doing a musical in the first place. Who wants to see a musical based on a French novel that nobody's read, if we're honest? We all pretend that we have, but we haven't. And when we opened, we had the worst reviews you've ever read. But from that first performance onwards, you couldn't get through to the box office for people ringing up, queuing around the block to try and get tickets. The success was entirely word of mouth. And the reason I think it succeeded for the length of time it has, why it's still running in the West End, why it's still all over the world playing, is all of the characters, there is someone in there, someone's story that everybody can identify with. And why people keep going back is, as you get older, there's a generational thing in there as well. And it's a story of love and redemption and fighting against the odds, and it inspires everyone. And the bottom line, the 3 reasons why a musical works is a great story, great music, and a great creative team surrounding it. And it's never been allowed to slip. And I think it'll run for as long as people want to go to the theatre.
Let's find out where Brett is. Oh, where are you, Brett? There we are.
Amongst friends and family here at the audience for Alfie Boe at the Marine Hall. And we're going to talk now about Alfie and the impression that he's made here on the town and his involvement still with Fleetwood. And Tony Lofthouse, from the Lofthouse family, of course, fisherman's friend, here with us as well today. Tony, tell us about your involvement with Alfie.
Well, the idea came from my wife to use Alfie. Most of the good ideas in our company come from my wife, I must admit. And the arrangements were made, but by the time it came to shoot the commercial, Alfie was working in America in Les Miserables. So we had to send a crew across there to film and work with him. And it became no surprise when we were here. When they came home, they said, that is the nicest man we've ever worked with. I said, it was an absolute pleasure. They really enjoyed it. And Alfie made a marvellous commercial for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
We've also got someone else who has performed, knows Alfie very well. From the Thornton Cleveland's operatic, we've got Andy Bentley here as well. And Andy, I believe you have a story of some scenery to share.
Yeah, before I say that, Thornton Cleveland's operatic society, like any operatic society, always struggles to get men. You know, we don't ask if you can sing, they say, have you got a pulse? So when this young 16-year-old arrived, we thought, well, get him in here. I think, Val, you brought him, didn't you? Where's Val? She around somewhere. Val dragged him down. And we all sat together, and all the tenors sat together, all the basses sat together. And we're all singing and learning on the music for Oklahoma, and we're sat there. And it was a bit of a double take. So, who's these honeyed tones coming from? And it was young Alf, and I have the programme here, actually. The programme of Oklahoma, 1990, 27 years ago, Alf. And you played the part called Fred.
Yeah.
I just wonder if you recall what Fred did.
Yeah, he did really bad cartwheels over a haystack.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, we had one night, and I think Alfie were on stage at the time, that some stagehand decided to move a piece of scenery, which unfortunately was tied to a washing line, which was tied to the flats, and it brought the whole set down.
Brought the house down.
Yeah, brought it indeed. And I think Alfie, you were on stage at the time, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was underneath it after that.
It's just about there, actually.
Yeah.
But you knew even then it was something very special, irrespective of the gymnastics.
Absolutely, absolutely. That voice was fantastic. Yeah, at 16, it was brilliant.
Yeah,
I felt very humble, actually, because I was playing the lead. I was playing curling. I don't think you'd know it with lack of hair. But yeah, to have been on the same stage as Alfie Boe, I can live on the rest of my life on that story. Thanks very much.
Bless you, man. Well, I've got to say, it was guys like Andy that really inspired me to carry on and look for a career in this job. You know, I was watching these guys perform, and he's a good singer and a great actor. And you know, it was people like Andy that helped me out a lot. So thank you.
Special day, isn't it? This for Fleetwood and for Alfie. And really, what remarkable performances we're hearing on the stage.
And you are listening to BBC Radio Lancashire. We are live from the Marine Hall in Fleetwood on BBC Music Day. We heard from the Lofthouse family at Fisherman's Friends that they went over to the States to film you for their commercial. Also, well, you met someone very special in the States, didn't you?
I did. I met Baz Luhrmann. No, I'm joking. No. I was in a production of Lava, directed by Baz, and we were rehearsing in New York for a couple of weeks, then flew out to San Francisco for the rest of the rehearsal period. And I was we were having a rehearsal with the orchestra in this college called ACT, American Conservatory Theatre. And I was on a break, and I'd gone out to find a cup of tea. I really needed a cup of tea, and I found this thermos cup which had a huge base to it, but a tiny little opening. And I was trying to put a tea bag in it, and I'd gone through 4 tea bags. I was covered in tea leaves and everything, and I walked out of this little kitchen area into the lobby, and I saw this beautiful woman sat on a chair, and seriously, it was stunning. The image that I have, I'll get all schmoozy now, but that was my wife, Sarah. And I went up, and my chat-up line was, you can't get a decent cup of tea around here. And that was about it, in a strong northern accent. And she fell for it, and she's been with me ever since, and been by my side and supporting me through thick and thin, and puts up with all my insecurities and my anxiety and all my nonsense, and and puts up with Michael Ball as well, which is even.
Well, talking about family, it's time now for Brett to get amongst yours, which is what he's going to do on the front row. Thank
goodness, because I'm sick of hearing nice things about him.
Has Alfie got the power of veto here, I wonder? Let's see. We'll begin, I think, nicely. We'll ease you into this.
Just to interview my cousin Alan.
Yeah. Has he got the stories? Well, sister-in-law Sam. Sam, hello. What a lovely thing. What a glorious occasion this is. Tell us about Alfie.
Well, I'm really happy to be part of the family. He's amazing. The family's amazing. And all I can say from my heart is that we're very, very proud of him.
And there's a fair few obviously proud, isn't it? It's taken up most of the front row here, but that is lovely. Now, Big Brother Joe. Hello, Joe. Looking forward to this one, Alfie.
Sorry about this, Alfie. I really am sorry now. I was on my way to work one morning. My dad came down and went, "Your mum's had a baby." And I went, "Oh, what is it? What is it?"
He said it with a bit more enthusiasm than that, I'm sure.
I was going to work,
Joe.
I was going to work.
Mum's
So
had a
I said,
baby.
"What is it? What is it?" And he went, "It's a boy." And I went, "Thank goodness for that. We're nearly equal, boys and girls." And I knew him for about 3 years. We used to brush his pram, feed him, change his nappy, things like that. You know. We all mucked in, you know. And then I left, and then I used to go back home, and I used to hear him playing the drums, actually. And one time I heard Quo, and I heard the drums, and I thought, no, I went upstairs, there he is, banging the skins, playing better than Quo, actually. So he's not only a good singer, he's an absolutely brilliant drummer as well. It's his second instrument, and I think it's a shame he don't get to play a bit more. But he's, yeah, and he's learning guitar, which is a bit of a cheat, isn't it?
You're a musical family, I know that, and his musical education, when it comes to the record collection, you're instrumental in that.
Yeah, I left him all my Elvis Presley albums, and he went on Radio 2, wasn't it, with the Songs of My Years. The first song he sang, this is the only time he's talked to me on the radio. The first song he sang, yeah. Well, I was listening. Was O Sole Mio, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. It's
Elvis.
Now or Never. Yeah.
It's Now or Never, yeah, I forgot that bit. And then I got the credit for giving him the inspiration, and cheers, mate. Appreciate it. But
you did.
I like Murray's guitar, tell him.
Hey?
I like Murray's guitar.
All right, okay, you can't have it, don't nick it.
All right, okay.
We're not done yet, Alfie. Another brother here, John, wants a word. Oh, John, what was it? Memories of him growing up, John.
Yeah, Alf was obviously the baby of the family.
Can I just stop you there? I'm sorry. I've just realised how much we sound like each other. All right,
Hang on, I don't know why, because you're adopted. Don't push it, son, don't push it.
Thank goodness for that.
No, I remember Alf wanted a BMX bike for Christmas when he was 5 or 6, and I was coming home from work and I saw one in the old pictures, and I phoned my dad up and I said, "I've seen this BMX bike, it's Alfie." He said, "Yeah." So I had £110 wages, which was quite a lot then, but the BMX bike was 80 quid. So I picked Alf up. I said, "I've got a surprise for where we're going." I said, "Just wait, be patient, I've got a surprise for you." So we took him to Vic Pictures and I says, "How about that?" And his eyes lit up. I says, "Can you ride it?" He says, "Yeah." So we got him, and he was riding this bike, wobbling a bit, up and down the foyer of the Vic Pictures.
I was 16.
So, with tattoos. And he was wobbling, so I said to the guy, "I'll have it." So I paid £80 for it, took him down Polton Road. He said, "Let me ride it home." I said, "No, you're a bit unstable." "No, I'll be all right." So I pushed him off, and he was going in front of me. 3 parked cars later, up against the side, scratching. This guy come out, and I ended up grabbing him by the hand, picking the bike up and legging it down Polton Road with some guy chasing me because he'd scratched his car. He thinks it's Evel Knievel on his bike, but he's not. He couldn't even ride it.
So that guy isn't here. It's not the big surprise.
I can ride a bike now, I'm all right.
Yeah, but we all love him. He's great.
Well, I love you all as well, I really do.
Even though he's a
Although I always looked up to my brothers. You know, I always did.
Thank you so much. There are plenty more stories. I think this is the bit
Is
where you
that
have to you have to press the red button for the good stuff. I think here on BBC Radio Lancashire and live here at Fleetwood's Marine Hall on BBC Music Day.
Yeah, we'll hear some more stories from your family very shortly, and then at 11 we're going to have to wrap it all up today. What does coming home today mean to you?
It means everything. It really does. I'm very proud of where I'm from. I'm proud of Fleetwood. Proud of everybody in the town, and very proud of my family. You know, because coming from a family like mine, everybody's their own personality, and we've all got our issues and our little lives going on, but we all stick together, and that's the main thing with a family like ours, is that we love each other and we get on and we help each other through all our problems, really, you know.
How did you feel when you heard there was going to be a blue plaque for you here at the Marine Hall?
I thought it was just to cover up a hole. No, it's not the first time my name's been on a wall somewhere in this building. But I was amazed at first. I thought, no, that can't be real. And then when I saw the list of the people that were getting them, you know, like Buddy Holly and, you know, John Lennon and McCartney and you know, David Bowie, George Michael, and I was like, I can't be among these people. It's not right for me to be among these names. Partly because I'm alive. But it is an honour. It really is an honour, and it's such an honour to have the plaque here at the place where I first sang, you know, the Marine Hall.
Brett, one final chat with the family?
Yeah, I think we better go to the big brother again here, because there is a lot of you. It is a mighty clan, and of course you take Michael out of each other, as you would expect, but there's a love here, and also a love of music, which we've touched upon. So it must have been wonderful watching from afar as his career grew, as he became internationally known, as he became a global superstar.
Yeah, it's a bit boring, really. Because everybody's musical in the family. Singers, musicians of different instruments. And he's the one that made it. He was the one that we all supported. He was the best. He was good, yeah, he is good. He's all right, isn't he? You know, he's not bad. It's going all right. It's like he says, he sings a bit, you know. And to tell you the truth, I can't go anywhere now without somebody saying, "Oh, you're Alfie Ball's." Michael Ball.
Blooming love you, Joe.
Michael Ball. We've got a brother called Michael Ball.
You said Michael
I did. Did I?
You said Michael
Alfie Ball then.
Thanks a lot, Joe. I told you. I said the one with the glasses, avoid him, please.
No, they always ask me, "You're Alfie's brother." And no, Alfie's my brother. I'm the eldest. He's my brother, which makes me a very, very proud person. And I'm proud of every single one of you brothers and sisters. Sorry, Mark.
Well, it's been absolutely fantastic here today. I do hope our audiences enjoyed it as much as we have. It's been splendid, hasn't it? Big round of applause, please, for Alfie and his family. And how would you like us to finish off with Michael Ball and Alfie both singing together? Would you like that?
Come on, let's do it. This is a song of you. Hearts beat fast, colours and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? Watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I've died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more.
Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believe I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me, and I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Every day, waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. I love you for 1,000 more.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Michael Ball and Alfie Bow.
On radio, on TV, on your tablet, mobile and PC.
The county's radio station. This is BBC Radio Lancashire.